there guys, it's Joey and welcome back. This is the connecting to this week's Witchling, which is Serenity. And for all of you Firefly fans, I agree. If you're not a geek, that won't make any sense to you. So I'm going to read to you from the book. And then we're going to talk a little bit about how I feel about the card. Dahlia knows the path to serenity and the way to leave stress behind. If you focus on the here and now, you will find peace of mind. Serenity brings you to a state of quietude. I'm not sure quietude is a word, but alright. And peace of mind. When your body, spirit and mind are tranquil, you're renewing, restoring and recharging. The spirit of serenity brings calmness to the connectivity of all that is. In other words, accept what simply is. Don't fret over that which you have no control over. When you begin accepting what you cannot change, you relieve yourself of unnecessary anxiety and stress. When your mind is in the here and now, you're able to simply be, erasing worries about the past and future. However, you do have control over your own emotional responses and reactions, which can be changed for the better. Serenity is a fulfilling journey to be appreciated as you learn and grow. And then it's the spells, right? Yes. We will ignore those. So, the spirit of serenity brings a calmness to the connectivity of all that is. Interesting. Okay. So let's have a look at the card itself. Can we get in a little bit closer? Yeah. Again, it's another witch sitting on the top of a tree, like motivation was last week. And I believe inspiration was not. No, she was flying. So it's another treetop image, which is a little bit more introspective in her pose this week. It's a little bit more closed off. Her legs are slightly crossed at the ankle, in a very ladylike position, and her arms sort of cross her body too. So for me, this is a very introspective card. It's about closing yourself off to the outside world, perhaps the outside drama. It's inner reflecting, inner introspectiveness, perhaps personal work, like personal healing work, personal divinational work, that sort of thing. The berries at the very bottom almost remind me of sort of rowan berries, almost giving a sort of protective vibe to her personal reflections. She's almost side on, but looking forward. And it almost talks, there's almost a balance, like a scales impression. Like she's perfectly compact and she's balanced perfectly the way she's meant to be. I don't know why scales sort of pops up more than that, but it really does. And she's creating magic with both of her hands together. So it really is sort of the creation of personal magic. It's almost like having your hands cupped and allowing your energies to flow around your body in a complete motion, and the magic that is created therein. There's an overwhelming amount of blue in this card, which of course makes sense for colour magic purposes, blue being quite the serene colour, like a colour of healing, to the point where even her hair is blue. I'm trying to make out what the flowers on her hat are supposed to be. That one looks like a rose. And that one could be a daisy. So rose could be about self-love, particularly with these sort of yellow overtones, about being your own friend, that sort of thing. But I think a lot of it is in the posture this week. A lot of it is in that balanced posture. There is the spiral within her hat with three hearts? 2 hearts and a star on the end here. The spiral of the hat is probably very significant. I don't think neither of the other hats had spirals so far. So it's obviously, again, and it's sort of coming back towards her as well, so it's the inner spiral, the inner labyrinth. Life is often considered to be a spiral, like you have to go back and come around, and lessons aren't straightforward, it's more of a curve. And obviously in pagan terms, a lot of life imagery is considered in terms of cycles, that ties into spiral imagery. So again, that spiral is, for me, introspection, looking inwards, looking at the patterns, looking at the similarities and symbolism and things that mean something to you on a personal level to aid you in personal understanding. And I think that's going to be it for this card. A lot of it is in the posture this week. She does seem very calm though, very calm faced. So that's it for this video this week. Many blessings.